So
Yes, but you were not there yesterday in the lecture.
no, ma'am.
Actually, I have uploaded in your class material. There is a book by the name Yes, Let Us See by Yashwant Kanetkar. In MST, you can see that book is available. And I have uploaded those crisp note for your introduction part also. And that notes I will be further elaborating with the generation of computers with the block diagram and your power on self test. I'm keep on adding all those things. But that note already I have added in your class material. Okay, you can see from there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
and once I'll receive E Balaguru Swami soft copy also, I will be sharing that also very soon. Okay, because that most of the books we have in the hard copy form, and it is in the university itself. Even we have not visited university since 6 months, so those hard copies are not with us. But I have asked the publisher to provide us with the soft copy, and once I'll receive, I will upload E Balaguru Swami also. But to start with, you can start with Yashwant Khanetkar, and rest of the material which I'm referring, for that I will be providing you these kinds of handouts. From there you can read it, and further elaboration part I will be giving you some tutorials also. Now is it clear?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, beta.
Ma'am, I was having some problem in that of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction code.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So,
so don't worry. See, don't worry. We will be doing all those things in detail. You have not done any operators. You have not done any declaration till now. What I wanted to see whether you are aware of those concepts or not. So don't worry. We will be doing all those things in very much detail with each and every operator. What is a keyword? What are the permissible data types? Yesterday we have seen a little bit of discussion of typecasting also. That is a complete topic in your syllabus. Okay, so don't worry. It is not simply completed with that particular topic. There is a lot of elaboration that we will be doing. Okay, I think now your next lecture you will be having on Friday. Can you see recording part, because I can see only the PPT part. Can you see recording has started or not?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
has been.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see, one lecture I'll dedicate for your introduction part, right? Because now we will be doing generation of computers. We will be doing number system. We'll be doing conversions related to memory. Also, we'll be doing. So one lecture I'll dedicate only for your introduction part, and in another lecture and in your lab also, I will be taking all those topics first. Fine. So don't think that once that topic has been, or those three program have been discussed, so it won't be discussed again. That is just to start with the lab. Fine. So we'll be discussing them all those things again in detail on Friday when you'll be having your another lecture for introduction to programming and C. Okay. So in previous lecture we have discussed this we did a elaborative discussion on data, information and knowledge, where we related all those three terms related to your domain area also, that you start with your facts and figures, raw data. Some processing is required, which is converting that data into information through lots of processes, like aggregation is there, categorization, calculation, and we discussed a lot of example also in that part, which is related to data and information. Whereas in case of knowledge base, we talked about domain specific knowledge, understanding, and the expertise in that area. So if you relate that field with computer science and engineering, so for prediction, for forecasting, for analysis, for recommendations, for applying certain intelligence to learn from the data, as machine learning is there. So that is basically those areas which introduce this knowledge domain into the data. So we start from the data, we process that data. From that process data, we identify certain information, but that information is not simply being there as a repository कि okay fine हमने process कर लिया रख दिया. No, there is huge amount of data which is available, and that data should be in a form that you can gain certain knowledge, you can make certain decision based on that. If fine, why there are so many cases of corona, like right now the main thing is there that they are concentrating ki why in this particular area it is keep on increasing, why there is a decrease in cases on those many number cases. They are looking for policies whether they should go for colleges or not, whether they should start with the schools. So all those decision making is based on that knowledge, is based on that domain expertise. Define if we are doing that, what will be the repercussion of it. So all those things with from that facts and figure, every day in news you are seeing those many data which coming up, and this area these many cases are there, and based on that some decision making process is being done with the help of certain domain knowledge. Some expert is there, some medical expert is giving their advice, some political expert is giving their advice. So this knowledge, which is a KDD process, is simply not related to only the information. We require certain domain knowledge also, which play a vital part when we are going for this KDD process. KDD is knowledge domain discovery. जो आप पढ़ोगे, जब आप प्रोसीड करोगे अपने सिलेबस के साथ, तब आप ये सारी चीज़ें डिस्कस करोगे कि KDD प्रोसेस क्या है, और नॉलेज डिस्कवरी क्या है, डेटा माइनिंग क्या है, डेटा एनालिटिक्स क्या है. ये सब आप इन टर्म्स में ही रिलेट करोगे जब आप आगे अपने सिलेबस के साथ सेमेस्टर वाइज सेमेस्टर आप करोगे, अपना वर्क अचीव करोगे. एंड मेजरली स्टूडेंट डू दीज काइंड्स ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट based on data mining, data analytics, because this is the real time need. Everywhere there is data, but how that data is being used, how that data is playing major role in decision making, that is much more required when we are talking about this data. Fine, so we have discussed this part also, and then we have seen a broader classification of software in the form of system software and application software, where we have discussed that the system software is actually an interface between your hardware, and it is interacting directly with your low level hardware which is there. And in case of system software, you are always having your operating system. It can be Windows, it can be Linux, it can be Unix, it can be Mac, it can be simple जो आप DOS MS DOS prompt आप देखा करते थे कि DOS prompt आ रहा है, that is also one operating system which is there for booting. So whenever we say system software, it is related to hardware, hardware functionality, hardware administration, hardware management, and control. Whereas above this operating system, you will be having application software which is specific to a particular task. For example, you are having your Microsoft Office, in that you are having Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Access is also there as a database. You download WinZip, you download RAR also as a capability. Then if you are working with some kind of images and all, you download some of those softwares also. So all those things have a specific task, has a specific role, but on above that operating system they are going to be executed. So this application software is always some kind of a program which has a specific task to do, and we those program is further being written in certain programming languages itself, and this is how your system is working, and this is how you will be having all those interfaces through that you will be interacting. Earlier we used to interact directly with the hardware, with the operating system, or with the hardware, but now with the help of these categories and these specialization software, we are simply making those things very easy to use, very easy to understand, and very easy to apply. So these are the two broader categories in which we'll keep the software as system software and application software. Any doubt till now to anybody in these slides?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Beta.
Ma'am, the music apps such as Ghana.com and Wink are also a type of application software.
Beta, those are kind of Android applications, or there is a web-based application also. Again, they are being treated as application, but scenario is different. Scenario is some kind of a web application kind of concept is there, that they are being mounted on a server, and as a user you are taking all those capabilities. फाइन, आप उसमें कुछ लॉगिन क्रेडेंशियल्स डालते हो, अगर आप उसको भी देखोगे तो हम उसको बोलते हैं एंड्रॉयड एप्लीकेशन, वेब एप्लीकेशन. ओनली थिंग इज देयर यूसेज, देयर डिप्लॉयमेंट विल बी डिफरेंट. जहाँ पे हम डॉट नेट फ्रेमवर्क की बात करते हैं, जहाँ पे हम जावा के स्पेशलाइज फ्रेमवर्क की बात करते हैं, हम क्लाइंट सर्वर प्रोग्रामिंग की बात करते हैं, दैट इज द सिनेरियो इन केस ऑफ योर Gaana.com, your YouTube, your applications which are there for gaming also. Fine. Now is it clear? But again, that is the application itself, but other, with some other category. Okay. Any other doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's proceed further. So today we'll be discussing these units of measurement, like how those data will be treated, what is the unit of that measurement, and how we will be taking that data. So yesterday in lab we have seen that data type was there to create your variables, when we were saying that it is very much required to store your data. And in case of your block diagram also, we have discussed that there is primary memory, there is register variables, there is secondary memory, but how that measurement is being going to be done. So if you see in your unit of measurement, it is always in terms of binary, which is 0 and 1, fine. And that computer, that machine is only understanding this 0 and 1 kind of thing. But when you are saving your file system, there are many more other standards also which are there. Binary number system is there, decimal number system is there, hexadecimal is there, octal is there. Lot of standards are there because data is in a huge form. सो आप सिंपली उसको 0 and 1 के फॉर्म में ही नहीं रख सकते हो. एंड बिकॉज आपका म्यूजिक भी है, आपका टेक्स्ट भी है, आपका डे टू डे वर्क भी है, तो that file which is very bulky in size, how you will be treating that, how you will be saving that. So we are having this term which is there for your storage, which is your basic part is bit, where we say 0 and 1. Then we are having nibble also, which is 4 bits, or 4 0 and 1s will be there. Then we are having bytes, which is a collection of 8 bits. Then we are having this kilobytes, megabytes, gigabyte, terabyte. Now that we are having petabytes also, where we say data is in huge form, and we give that data a new dimension, which is big data, where you are having volume, variety, veracity, and lot of property has been added into that. So just as I say, amount of data is increasing, and we always having this unit of measurement in the form of bits, bytes, and then we are having kb, mbs, gbs. और जब आप एक पेन ड्राइव परचेज करते हो, you look for that कि okay 4 GB की है, 8 GB की है, 16 GB की है, right? Because that kind of storage that you require for taking backup also, you go other than that, you go for a okay मुझे ज़्यादा चाहिए, तो आप एक external hard drive की तरफ पे जाते हो, because you wanted to save all your data and you wanted to retain all those data, your memories as the pictures, your the songs which are there as your playlist, you also wanted to save them. तो अगर हम देखें ये जो मेजरमेंट का सिनेरियो है, वो अगर हम 1 बिट में लेके चलें तो आपका ये कुछ ऐसे है, ट्रू एंड फॉल्स. ठीक है, कि आप जैसे हमने कल बोला था कि वॉइड मेन है, इंट मेन, रिटर्न मेन आ रहा था, जिसने बोला था कि रिटर्न 0 0 है, तो फिर कंपाइलर को इंस्ट्रक्शन गई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को, इट इज वर्किंग फाइन. इफ इट इज 1, वी आर सेइंग दैट देयर इज सम ट्रबल विद द प्रोग्राम. So 1 bit is equal to that answer which is yes or no, true and false, or 0 and 1. Whereas in case of 1 byte, it is kind of a 8 bit, which is a collection of 8 bits, and we can have a number which is ranging from 0 to 255. That will be the size of that particular 1 byte will be there, because there are 8 bits into that. If we say 90 bytes, 90 bytes is something like a लाइन ऑफ टेक्स्ट फ्रॉम योर बुक, अगर आपने एक पूरा एक लाइन ऑफ टेक्स्ट जिसमें आपने कुछ कैरेक्टर्स लिखे हुए हैं, that is equivalent to 90 bytes. Where if you say 4 KB, 4 KB is similar to your one page of text. Or if you see the cookies which is being saved in your system is always of the size 4 KB, जो हमेशा सर्वर राइट करता है. व्हेन यू गो फॉर सम साइट, इट आस्क्स फॉर first enable cookies to be written on your machine, then only you'll be able to access the cookie in your through cookie, you will be able to access that URL. So if you see the size of that file which is being written from the server to the client on your machine is of size which is 4 KB. But if I'll talk about a complete book, like yesterday I sent you one book, and I uploaded that book, or a small book which is there of 90 or 100 pages book is there, that is equivalent to 120 KB of size. But if you say a song is there, then some specific properties of sound is also there. Dolby पे आप अब देखते हो कुछ further variations देखते हो, that particular song is of size of 3 MB. तो आप जब एक कैपेसिटी के अकॉर्डिंग लेके चलते हो, आप जब लैपटॉप परचेज करते हो, द फर्स्ट थिंग इज हार्ड डिस्क कितना है, मेमोरी कितना दे रहे हो, रैम कितना दे रहे हो, कैश मेमोरी कितनी है, बिकॉज दोज आर द थिंग्स विच आर वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड. एंड राइट नाउ पीपल व्हेन दे गो फॉर बाइंग सिस्टम, दे आर वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड इन द स्पीड, कि आपकी स्पीड क्या है, डाउनलोडिंग स्पीड आपको क्या मिलेगी, अपलोडिंग स्पीड क्या मिलेगी, वेदर इट विल बी एबल टू सपोर्ट विद माई राउटर. सपोज आपने कनेक्शन तो बहुत ही हाई एंड का ले लिया, बट आपका जो सिस्टम की जो कैपेबिलिटी है, इंस्ट्रक्शन साइज, that is very small, then that particular connection is of no use, क्योंकि आपने वो उस चीज़ की तो compatibility सोची ही नहीं है ना, कि आप एक जिस हर्ट्स पे आप डेटा को ट्रांसफर ले रहे हो, कि आपका सिस्टम उस स्पीड पे उसको प्रोसेस कर पा रहा है. दैट इज़ वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड व्हेन वी से प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड. whose mic is Lakshika, beta please mute your. I have muted Lakshika now. Okay, so this measurement of data which is there is very much required when we are going for this kind of data storage, or when we purchase some kind of external drives. So अगर आप देखें तो आपके पास गीगाबाइट के फॉर्म में भी आपके पास 1024 मेगाबाइट्स हैं, टेराबाइट्स है, और अब जो हमारे पास स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं वो पेटाबाइट्स के भी हैं, जहाँ पे हम बोलते हैं रियल टाइम स्ट्रीमिंग. Every day how much load is being generated by the machine, by the application. For example, अगर मैं एक Facebook की बात करूँ, Instagram की बात करूँ, millions and billions of users are there. Those who are updating their images, their photographs, they are uploading their recipes, they are uploading their everyday activities, their likes, their dislikes, their songs, their poems, and they are getting some quick response also on that. So imagine those millions and billions of users, how much data they are generating every day. Or you can simply say in a particular hour, how much data is being generated. And that is why storage is very much required if you are supporting those kinds of application of you're generating. अगर आप देखेंगे Netflix, YouTube, and your Instagram in itself is the biggest case study in computer science and engineering. And when you go for this open source, you will study them as a case study, how they are supporting those many users, what kind of capability is being introduced, what kind of machinery as a storage is being used for those kinds of application. So these things are very much required to understand these kinds of unit of measurement, as well as the speed measurement also, कि आपका जो CPU साइकिल है, जिसको हम हमेशा बोलते हैं CPU साइकिल, हाउ मेनी CPU साइकिल्स विल बी देयर टू जनरेट द रिस्पॉन्स, जिसको हम हर्ट्स में लेके चलते हैं, 1 मेगा हर्ट्स, 1 गीगा हर्ट्स. और अगर आप उसको देख के चलो तो आप राउटर पे या जब भी कोई कनेक्शन परचेज करते हो इंटरनेट का, यू आर वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड इन दोज हर्ट्स की साइकिल्स पर सेकेंड क्या है, अपलोडिंग डाउनलोडिंग की स्पीड मुझे क्या मिलेगी. फाइन, बिकॉज दैट इज द प्रोसेसिंग साइकिल. कि हमने सीपीयू तो पढ़ लिया, बट सीपीयू में हमने इतना कुछ पढ़ा कि एएलयू है, उसके अंदर कंट्रोल यूनिट है, देयर इज रजिस्टर, बट हाउ दे आर प्रोसेसिंग दैट, एट व्हाट स्पीड दे आर प्रोसेसिंग, if you go by the older system, अगर आपको याद हो जो those desktop machine, and if you compare those desktop machine with the latest laptop that you are having right now, there is a huge difference between that particular speed. And those are the generations of computer system, ki how we have evolved from those vacuum systems to ultra large scale integration, where we are making this device very small and compatible, and a very compact device we are achieving. And right now we are very much interested in the weight also, कि लैपटॉप है तो लैपटॉप का वेट कितना है, ठीक है, बिकॉज एवरीवेयर यू आर कैरिंग इट, लेट के भी आप काम कर रहे हो, बैठ के भी आप काम कर रहे हो, एंड इन दिस पेंडेमिक 24/7 योर लैपटॉप इज विद यू. So you are very much interested what is the speed of my internet, what is the storage which is there, if it is not storing, what alternate I am having, whether I should go for Google Drive. and अब तो Google भी चार्ज कर रहा है, अगर आप एक लिमिट से एक्सीड करोगे अपने गूगल अकाउंट पे, तो it will ask for that charges also, कि you should pay this much of amount every year as for that storage, because those much amount of data is being backed up regularly. आपका मोबाइल भी जीमेल से कॉन्फ़िगर है, आपका लैपटॉप के डॉक्यूमेंट्स भी आप बैकअप ले रहे हो, तो एक लिमिट ऐसी आएगी जहाँ पे कि आपका एक यूज़र जो अकाउंट है वो जो एक मिनिमम लिमिट है उसको एक्सीड कर जाएगा. देन दे स्टार्ट चार्जिंग दैट मनी, बिकॉज दैट डेटा इज़ वेरी क्रूशियल टू यू. आपकी लास्ट 6 ईयर्स की मेमोरीज हैं, लास्ट 10 ईयर्स की मेमोरीज हैं, फोटोग्राफ्स हैं, आपके फैमिली फोटोग्राफ्स हैं, आप उन्हें कभी भी डिस्कार्ड नहीं करना चाहोगे. एंड कितनी बार बैकअप लोगे हार्ड ड्राइव्स पे, because those many time when you check it or start importing or exporting data, there can be a possibility there is a crash also. So you always go for those solutions which are available as cloud storage, and you are ready to pay, which is minimal amount, 1100 per month. That amount is very much find it very suitable कि okay मेरा डेटा तो लाइफ लॉन्ग रहेगा. आफ्टर 10 year also I'll be able to see my photograph which is of 12th class. So according to those requirements which are there, according to those application, these things are in demand, and accordingly those applications will be charging also. And this is the basic requirement when we go for that kind of thing. But we need to understand what is the how it has been processed as a technology, what all was there, and how it has been progressed. So if you see in case of a storage unit, earlier जब अगर आप इमेजेस में भी देखोगे, अगर आप 4 GB की ड्राइव, अभी जो आप पेन ड्राइव लेके घूम रहे हो, एंड 4 GB इन द अर्लियर सिस्टम, इट वाज टिपिकल ऑफ साइज ऑफ अ कार. So that is the evolution which is there from older units to the newer one, and how we have progressed, that is there. But we are also sitting on a time bomb also. जितना आप डेटा जनरेट कर रहे हो, जितना डेटा आप डेली प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, everything is accessible via your mobile, your laptop, you are making yourself vulnerable also. And if you see since 1 week you are getting lots of messages or lots of things related to those frauds which are there with QR code, with bank transaction, because these things makes your life easier, but also making yourself vulnerable also, right? So we should be very careful when we are going for those kinds of things or solution, कि कितने ये सिक्योर हैं और हमें कितने लिमिट तक इनको यूज करना चाहिए, ठीक है. So characteristics you all know that why we are using computer. It is faster, accurate है, reliable है, ये हम सबको पता है कि आप एक बार एक प्रोग्राम लिख लोगे which is working fine, any number of time you can execute, it won't give you any error, and there is no tiredness. If you ask me same question again 7-8 time, I may get tired. But with the computer, if you have that question or that kind of question answer system is there, it is never going to be tired, fine. So speed is there, accuracy is there, reliability is there. These things are really well known to you. Versatility, can carry out a wide range of work. This computer is being used in teaching, in production, in robots, in mechanical, in electronics, as an IoT. The same system is being used in biotechnology also. So variety of field is there where they can do certain tasks. Only thing is you require some domain knowledge to write those kinds of application. The storage capacity. So because of cloud storage, because of solutions on cloud, now there is no limit on amount of data that you can save, you can store either on your system as local file system, or you can go for some solution which are there as a cloud storage also. So there is no limit for storage capacity. Now disadvantage, only thing is computer have no intelligence. Computer is nothing without your instruction. Fine, if you are not giving any command, it is of no use. You have to tell what needs to be done. But those things can be certain tasks which are there to automate your process. Fine. So without this it is nothing. But if you have those things as an application, some scripts which are there to automate your work, definitely you would be able to take the maximum advantage of your computer. Next disadvantage is you require electric supply, definitely it is there. And we have seen during those flood areas, we have faced this issue that a student won't be able to connect it with the classroom, they won't be able to give their presentation, because you require, this is the minimum requirement, either for your internet, for your machine to functional, machine to work, because that electric signal and supply is very much required. And you require trained people, although kids from the very age of 1 year they can start working on the system, but that is only the usability. Fine. But to make work, to make it work, to write something, to do something, you require training for that also. Fine. So those are the advantages and disadvantages of using computer. I don't think so any doubt is there in these slides as an advantage and disadvantage. Or if you have any doubt, any question.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. My screen is visible, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so now the history of computers, very interesting topic. And what I'll suggest, you should go for this document, although there is only points, but whenever you'll get time, try to study about generation of computers and generation of language. Very interesting topic, very easy to understand, but you will be able to see how much technology has evolved and how much efforts they have put into make this particular system work. So if you see the very first generation, which is first generation computers, is in way back in 1942 and 1954, where we were having those computer system with the help of vacuum tube technology. Vacuum tube you must have seen in your labs also, very heavy size, bulky. Fine. और उसी की वजह से if you see the first generation of computer were in very huge size, large amount of heat is also being generated because those circuits which were there. And if you remember at that time, in way back in 1942, in 1954, the main objective behind this kind of computer system is to do calculation which is of precision more than 32 bits. मीनिंग मतलब मैं डेसिमल पॉइंट के बाद भी 32 हाई प्रिसिशन कैलकुलेशन करना चाहती हूँ, वो भी किस लिए, जो हमने डिस्टेंस निकाला, जो हम एक एटमॉस्फेरिक उस पर वर्क कर रहे थे, एट दैट टाइम दे रिक्वायर दोज मशीन्स only for that particular specific task where precision value, because ये जो distance है जो हम बोलते हैं, distance from earth, from moon, from Jupiter, that distance which has been calculated require those precision values. And at that time technology or those researchers were working in that particular domain. So they have evolved this particular first generation which is based on this vacuum tube technology. And very huge circuits was there, and very you can say heat is being generated. For a very small computer, अगर आप उसका एक image देखोगे first generation पे देखना, it was of a size just like a factory. Fine, lot of electricity was there, but their main objective was जो डिफरेंट कंट्रीज के बीच में जो एक, जैसे अभी एक चल रहा है कि वैक्सीन, हु विल कम अप विद द वैक्सीन, सेम थिंग वाज देयर एट दैट टाइम कि हु विल डू दिस पर्टिकुलर कैलकुलेशन। फाइन, अगर हम बोलें कि ह्यूमन ब्रेन को हम यूज करेंगे, बट that precision value has been very much required in that case for storage also. So they have come up with this particular first generation computer, although they were unreliable because of that breakage of circuit was there, lot of heat was there, and a vacuum tube is burst issue was there, and they require some downtime also to make that machine work, and that response time was very huge. अगर आपने एक प्रोसेसिंग के लिए कुछ डाला है तो हो सकता है कि वो जैसे मैंने कैलकुलेशन में पढ़ा था, they took almost 11 days to do that computation. Fine, so that was the major challenge at that time. Then they started with the, yes beta.
Ma'am, explain vacuum tube technology once again.
बेटा दिस जो आपने वैक्यूम ट्यूब, आपने फिजिक्स में कंसेप्ट पढ़े होंगे, याद है कुछ? देखो, अगर हम देखें ना, जो हमारा ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी जो इसमें चल रहा है, सबसे पहले जो हमारे पास कंसेप्ट था वो वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स का था। देन वी कम अप विद द ट्रांजिस्टर। ये हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? आप जो एक पर्टिकुलर कंप्यूटेशन को करना चाहते हो, वो किस लिए करोगे? आपको इन बिट्स एंड बाइट्स को कहीं पे सेव करना है ना, उनको प्रोसेस करना है, तो हमारे पास कुछ तो होना चाहिए। अभी जो हम बोलते हैं कि अभी हम जो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी पे बोलते हैं कि इंटीग्रेटेड चिप्स यूज होते हैं, इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट यूज होते हैं, जहाँ पे आप एंड गेट, नॉर गेट, और गेट, ये सब लगाते हो। अगर वो सारा काम देखो, वो उस वक्त किया गया था वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स के थ्रू। आपको अगर याद हो, उसका एक डायग्राम देखना, अभी अभी गूगल पे सर्च कर लो, वैक्यूम ट्यूब को सर्च करो, सी द साइज ऑफ दैट वैक्यूम ट्यूब। And at that time only thing was there only for the computation, which is plus, minus, division and multiplication. For that, but with higher precision they wanted that particular machine. So in that case they have started, अभी जो हम चिप्स को बोलते हैं कि इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट है, चिप्स हैं, हमारा रैम जो है वो सेट ऑफ चिप्स है हमारे पास लाई करता है। माइक्रो प्रोसेसर में आप बहुत सारे चिप्स देखते हो, बट वो चिप्स कैसे आए? वो इन सर्किट्स के थ्रू आए। उन सर्किट्स को बनाने के लिए आपने अपने लैब्स में भी किए होंगे, ये एंड गेट, नॉर गेट के आपने एक्सपेरिमेंट किए होंगे, आपने उसमें देखा होगा कि हम सर्किट्स कैसे बनाते हैं, रजिस्टर्स का कंसेप्ट आपने पढ़ा है, कैपेसिटर का कंसेप्ट आपने पढ़ा है। सो दोज वर द थिंग्स व्हिच वर देयर इन helping creating that circuit. But earlier when they started with, the only thing they were having with the vacuum tubes. वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स भी कैसे होते थे? बड़े बड़े लार्ज आपके जैसे एक पूरा एक आपका इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ट्यूब होता है, उसके चारों ओर अगर आप देखो तो एक पूरा का पूरा एक वैक्यूम में डाला गया था, जिसके थ्रू वो सिग्नल्स को पास करते थे। that was the thing which was there, and that was the behind this particular technology। उसका साइज इंक्रीज होता चला गया, क्योंकि उस वक्त हमारे पास और कुछ था ही नहीं। हमारे पास जो था वो एक सिंपल ये टेक्नोलॉजी उस वक्त लाई करती थी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स। नाउ इज इट क्लियर व्हाट इज वैक्यूम ट्यूब? और इसको देखना, मैं आपको एक डॉक्यूमेंट भी भेजूंगी, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, जिसमें उन्होंने ये सारा पार्ट डिस्कस किया है कि वैक्यूम ट्यूब क्या थे। फिर जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी ने इवॉल्व किया सर्किट के फॉर्म में, तो रिप्लेसमेंट हुआ कि वैक्यूम ट्यूब को हमने किससे रिप्लेस किया? ट्रांजिस्टर्स के साथ रिप्लेस किया। अगर आपके पास अगर वो ओल्डर टीवी, अगर सॉरी आपको याद हो जो क्या बोलते थे उसको, रेडियो, याद है? इतने बड़े बड़े साइज के, जो आप अगर ओल्ड मूवीज में देखोगे, बर्फी वाली मूवी में दिखाया भी था वो वाला जो रेडियो था, इतने बड़े साइज का। ठीक है, उस साइज का तो हमारा इस वक्त में टीवी भी नहीं है, जिस साइज का उस वक्त में हमारे पास रेडियो होता था। वाई? बिकॉज दैट वाज आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन दोस ट्रांजिस्टर। उसमें इतने बड़े बड़े ट्यूब्स होते थे जिसके थ्रू वो पूरा सर्किट डिजाइन होता था, एंड उसमें पूरा एक बॉक्स लगा हुआ है, और वो कभी भी खराब हो जाते थे, फिर उनको रिप्लेस किया जाता था। तो जैसे जैसे आपके इन सर्किट्स ने इवॉल्व किया, वैसे वैसे आपके ये लैपटॉप्स भी आपके और मशीन्स भी आपकी जनरेट हुई। बट जो सेकंड जनरेशन है, सेकंड जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर वाज वेरी मैच्योर इनफ। उसमें जब जब ट्रांजिस्टर्स का जो फॉर्म आया था, इट वाज क्वाइट रिलायबल, स्मॉलर इन साइज, क्योंकि वहाँ पे ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ ट्यूब्स नहीं थे, ग्लास का एक वो enclosure नहीं था, so less heat was generated, and they were having many more capability with the help of programming language, जो कि उस वक्त इवॉल्व हुई थी in the form of COBOL and Fortran। तो अगर आप सेकेंड जनरेशन में देखोगे तो मेजर जो कंट्रीब्यूशन था वो IBM के थ्रू था, जहाँ पे उन्होंने 2 सॉल्यूशंस को जनरेट किया था विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड स्टिल दोज थिंग्स आर देयर, एंड those language is also there as COBOL and Fortran. अगर आप रेलवे रिजर्वेशन सिस्टम में देखोगे, एयरलाइन रिजर्वेशन सिस्टम में देखोगे, still those machines, those solution are still into the domain. आज तक भी वो जो यूनिवैक और यूसैस के मेन फ्रेम सिस्टम बने थे वो आज भी यूज हो रहे हैं। उस कोड को डिस्कार्ड नहीं किया गया है क्योंकि वो अंडरलाइंग टेक्नोलॉजी है। हाँ, उसके ऊपर हम उसे माइग्रेट करते चले गए। हम कोशिश पूरी कर रहे हैं कि हाँ उन चीज़ों को, अंडरलाइन चीज़ों को हटा पाएं, बट दैट इज द बैकबोन। आप उस बैकबोन को कभी भी हटा नहीं सकते। दोज कोड विच वर देयर इन 1970 कैन नॉट बी रिप्लेस all of a sudden with new technology. So still those COBOL, Fortran people are still working, and अगर आप देखोगे TCS है, HCL है, वो जो लोग अभी भी मेन फ्रेम में काम कर रहे हैं वो अभी भी इसी टाइप की लैंग्वेज में भी वर्क कर रहे हैं, विच इज़ मशीन लेवल लैंग्वेज एंड असेंबली, एंड COBOL and Fortran also being used. Then third generation, which is very much with very much capability, where ICs were used, which is your integrated circuits, smaller size, and consume less electricity. And in that case, high level languages were supported, just like C. If you remember, in 19 जो 60 वाला ये टाइम है, that was the evolution of language from ALGOL to B to C. अगर आप देखो जो सी जो आपका मैच्योर हुआ है वो 1970 वाले ड्यूरेशन में मैच्योर हुआ है, बिकॉज दैट वाज द टाइम वेयर दीज मशीन्स वर सपोर्टिंग हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज। फाइन, एंड जैसे ही आपने एक हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज को सपोर्ट में आप लेकर आए, रादर देन वर्किंग ऑन दोज बिट्स एंड बाइट्स, आपके पास जब ये सपोर्ट आया तो आपने उसी के बेस पे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर को भी इवॉल्व किया। सो दिस जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर एंड जनरेशन ऑफ लैंग्वेज इज वर्किंग पैरेलली। जैसे जैसे सर्किट्स इवॉल्व हो रहे हैं, अब अगर आप देखो तो आपके पास जैसे जैसे अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा इंक्रीज हो रहा है, वैसे वैसे टेक्नोलॉजी भी इवॉल्व हो रही है। पहले हम बोलते थे सिर्फ डेटा माइनिंग, अब हम बोलते हैं नो, डेटा एनालिटिक्स इज देयर, बिग डेटा इज देयर, बिकॉज ऑफ बिग डेटा डीप लर्निंग इज देयर। डीप लर्निंग में न्यूरल नेटवर्क शुड बी देयर, GPU शुड बी देयर, which is you should have multiple cores of CPU cycle should be there, because जैसे जैसे आप इवॉल्व करोगे विद द टेक्नोलॉजी, with these application and circuit, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपको प्रोसेसिंग कैपेबिलिटीज भी इंट्रोड्यूस करनी पड़ेगी। तो अगर हम देखें these generations as well as the generation of language and generation of computer, they are working parallelly. Fine. So आज एक काम करना, आज मैं आप लोगों को एक सिंपल एक टास्क दे रही हूँ। प्लीज गो थ्रू, आप सिंपली टाइप करना अपने गूगल पे generation of computers, whichever is the basic tutorial that comes in front of you, read that, and उसके बाद पढ़ना generation of languages. Fine. And in that next discussion we will be discussing this fourth generation, fifth generation in very much detail. क्या है ये चीज़ें, VLSI क्या है, ULSI क्या है, कैसे ये पैरेलल प्रोसेसिंग अचीव होगी, then we will be discussing this von Neumann architecture also. But to understand those things in very much detail, and this topic is not over, I will be discussing these generation in again in detail with the second and third generation. But first, go through the document, try to understand those things, try to see the diagram also. फर्स्ट जनरेशन कंप्यूटर डायग्राम का फोटोग्राफ देखना, सेकंड का देखना है, थर्ड का देखना है, एंड सी द डिफरेंस हाउ दे हैव इवॉल्व। फाइन. So in next lecture on Friday, I will be continuing with C. In next week, I will be continuing with the same generation and languages also with the complete elaboration. Any doubt to anyone till now?
No, ma'am.
और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है ये पार्ट। ये इसको एक थ्योरी की तरह से मत करना कि हाँ एग्जाम में आएगा। एग्जाम में ऐसे क्वेश्चन बहुत आते हैं, गिव द डिफरेंस बिटवीन फर्स्ट जनरेशन एंड सेकंड जनरेशन, गिव द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस एंड दैट। बहुत इजीली आप इसको लिख भी पाओगे, बट इसको सिर्फ उस वे में मत पढ़ना क्योंकि ये सिलेबस में आ रहा है तो हम पढ़ेंगे। इसको रिलेट करना क्योंकि लैंग्वेजेस कैसे इवॉल्व हुई थी और हमारे सर्किट्स कैसे डिजाइन हुए थे। ठीक है, नाउ गिव योर अटेंडेंस। 91,
Present, ma'am.
92,
Present, ma'am.
94 Pranjal. Rama. Rama is facing.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Rama was
Present.
Vipin 97.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Divyanshi.
Present, ma'am.
Divyam.
Present, ma'am.
Mohit.
Present, ma'am.
Shekhar 301. 302 Sahil.
Present, ma'am.
306 Vanshika.
Present, ma'am.
307 Vidhi.
Present, ma'am.
Shivansh.
Present, ma'am.
Hiren.
Present, ma'am.
Gauri.
Present, ma'am.
Sameer.
Present, ma'am.
Shreya.
Present, ma'am.
Sudiksha.
Present, ma'am.
Yash.
Present.
Sudiksha, you have joined today itself, beta?
No, ma'am, I think this is my second class.
Okay, I think you have missed lot of lectures, beta.
Ma'am, I was unwell in the starting, so I was not able to attend.
Okay, okay. So I think we are expecting some more student also in your class. So what I'll do, I'll try to take one or two extra lectures for you people, so that you can come up with the same pace. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yash,
Yash, present, ma'am.
Vanshveer,
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Sankirat,
Present, ma'am.
Ishita, Ishita Agarwal, Neha,
Present, ma'am.
Parth,
Present, ma'am.
Aditya,
Present, ma'am.
Satvik.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, so only three students are absent: Ishita, Sahil, Shekhar, and Pranjal.
Ma'am, 301 Shekhar present.
Yes,
Uh,
Shekhar is present. Sorry, I
मैम
took the wrong name.
330 प्रज्वल मेरा आपने नाम नहीं लिया.
बेटा अभी तो वाई बैच में एक्स बैच की बात कर रही हूँ बेटा.
ओके ओके मतलब
नहीं नहीं इतनी टेंशन मत लो.
Can the expert leave?
अब मैं वाई बैच कर लूंगी बेटा.
Ma'am, can the expert leave?
Yes, those who have given the attendance for X section they can.
Ma'am, can you confirm for Shekhar?
Yes yes बेटा मैंने आपका नेम गलत प्रोनाउंस कर दिया था. ठीक है. आप प्रेजेंट. लक्षिका.
Present.
28 Sagar.
Present, ma'am.
Aditya.
Present, ma'am.
Prajwal.
present ma'am.
Sagar, I'll call you after this lecture, but I need to discuss something, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
31 Shantanu.
Present, ma'am.
33 Naman.
Present, ma'am.
34.
Present, ma'am.
35.
Present, ma'am.
36.
Present, ma'am.
37.
Present, ma'am.
39. 39 Aruni. 40.
Present, ma'am.
41.
Present, ma'am.
42 Ariman.
I'm 41 present.
Yes, yes. 41 is present.
42 present.
44 Daksh. Dakshit.
Rakshit, present, ma'am.
47.
Present, ma'am.
Nibir 48. Anshuman.
Anshumankar, present, ma'am.
Prapti.
Present, ma'am.
Parth.
Present, ma'am.
Dakshit.
Present, ma'am.
Bhavya. 54. 56 Sarang. Sarang and Sarthak.
Sarthak Gupta present, ma'am.
Sarang is not there. I think Arunit is not there. She won't be able to join it today, I think. Sarang is also not there. Sarang is not there.
Ma'am, please once announce the names of absentees.
Nibir is not there. Bhavya, Sarang, Daksh, and Arunit. Rest of them are present. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, beta.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, beta.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
हेलो मैम।
हाँ बेटा बोलो दक्षित।
मैम मैंने अभी NPTEL के लिए अप्लाई किया है, सी
Okay.
प्रोग्रामिंग के लिए।
ओके।
मैम उसमें फिर क्रेडिट वो होंगे ट्रांसफर?
और नहीं बेटा, अभी आप लोगों को ये ऑप्शन दिया नहीं गया है ना NPTEL का।
यस मैम।
नहीं बेटा, इसमें क्रेडिट ट्रांसफर नहीं होते बेटा। NPTEL आपको फाइनल ईयर में दिया जाता है, ठीक है। ये आप अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए आप ऑप्ट कर सकते हो,
Okay,
बट विद सिलेबस आई थिंक इट विल बी एन ओवरहेड, सो थोड़ा सा टाइमली अपना डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके रखना, ठीक है।
ठीक है मैम।
क्योंकि NPTEL के आपको पूरे लेक्चर्स भी अटेंड करने हैं और उसका सर्टिफिकेशन भी आपने अप्लाई किया है।
यस मैम।
ओके, सो थोड़ा सा एफर्ट्स लगाने पड़ेंगे बेटा, ठीक है। इट इज़ अ गुड
हाँ।
थिंग if you take that kind of certification from the very beginning, it is a plus point, but only thing is आपको बहुत कंसंट्रेट करना पड़ेगा उस चीज़ पे, ठीक है।
हाँ मैम, कर लूँगा।
पहले प्रोग्रामिंग का बैकग्राउंड है बेटा?
यस मैम।
अच्छा, फिर तो ठीक है बेटा, फिर तो इतना कोई इशू आप फेस नहीं करोगे, बिकॉज दोज सिलेबस आर वेल स्ट्रक्चर्ड एंड वेल कम्युनिकेटेड ऑल्सो। तो आप उसमें इलेबोरेटिव, बट ओनली थिंग इज उसके जो असाइनमेंट्स वगैरह हैं वो थोड़ा टाइमली सबमिट करना, तो बहुत ईजीली आप कर जाओगे उसको, ठीक है। और उसके अलावा कोई हेल्प चाहिए हो तो आप मेरे को कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हो, ठीक है।
ओके मैम। थैंक यू मैम।
ओके बेटा। निबल, यू आर सेइंग समथिंग बेटा? ओ आप बेटा, अच्छा इशू था बेटा। बेटा ऐसे में ना विंडो पे टाइप कर दिया करो, ठीक है। इफ देयर इज एनी नेटवर्क इशू जस्ट टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स आल्सो, ओके। आई हैव मार्क्ड यू प्रेजेंट बेटा। वेलकम बेटा।